Hello and welcome back. My name is Redstone MC 2003. Today we'll be doing a different video. This video is a little bit different. So the video I'm gonna do is actually uh, a demo of my component for our research project in my university. So the research topic that our project is focusing on is the prehistoric VR simulation as an education content. My component is the virtual guide. That's what I'll be focusing on, and I'll be demoing the progress presentation one uh, build. This build is actually the 50% progress of our system that we intend to implement. This system will be uh, implemented for the Meta Quest 3 headset. Currently, this build is a desktop build for now. Uh, in the next demo, you'll be seeing a VR ready build. And also the interface will be a lot more better than what you'll be seeing right now. So I will go to the terminal. In the terminal, I have prepared this, so I'm going to activate the virtual environment. This virtual environment is actually where we used to run our script. I activated the virtual environment, so when I do this, we can see there's a virtual environment and our script. And if you want to see the code, I will show the code here. This code is 41 lines. Our script uses Flask. It's a Python library for web development. Uh, yeah, and we use text to speech model, which is Glow TTS from the LJS speech. Uh, uh, and so we our mm, uh, uh, this tech basically why we're using this text to speech script is because our guide is reliant on this text to speech model in order for it to speak. And our text to speech script will run on the speak route, uh, and it'll run on port 5002 on localhost. I will close the script and run the script so I can uh, get the server started. It'll take a while for the script to run. So until then, I will go to the uh, source code of the application. So the source code of the application is in Visual Studio. It's in a folder called Spatial Aware Guide. So our guide uses 5 Unity scripts. So let's start from the beginning. The voice to input field button. So there is a button in the guide. That button, when you press it, you can speak to the guide via the microphone, and this script does that. So the next script is the desktop museum guide script. It's 1060 lines. This is where the guide actually does its thing. Yeah, and I will explain more about the guide later. uh, for now, this is what the script this is what it does. It basically, we have this local AI model, which is Llama 3.1. uh, Llama 3.1, it's installed in my machine. We can show that right here. It's installed in our machine like so. this is already I already installed this, so I can test and all that. um, this is an 8 billion parameters model. uh, so this model runs on a port of 11,434 at the API route generate. And so uh, I don't want to get in too much detail. I will explain it in the demo. I'll move on to the next script. The next script is the player movement script. The player movement script gives the simulates the like the player is walking in first person. So that is that. um, and here we have the exhibit trigger script. The exhibit trigger script, what it does is um, it does it's like the guide is reliant on the script. So the guide, in order to understand what's in the exhibits, the guide the this script will tell the guide there's this exhibit of this type, and then it will inform the guide through via the guide script. uh, and finally we have the text to speech script. As I mentioned earlier, the script, it follows the route speak, so we are accessing the route of speak as we see here. So let me go on to the demo. I hope the text to speech server has loaded. So let's go into the Unity. So before I run it, uh, here in here uh, is the environment. This is basically simulating like a museum, and this museum. So basically these dinosaurs represent an exhibit. So this Stegosaurus, and then this Tyrannosaurus, and then this Spinosaurus, and then this Baryonyx is representing exhibits. I can show in here, like there's 4 exhibits for now. And we have an XR origin. This is a little bit of the VR integration. I have this is where the player initially spawns. So this player will spawn here, like at this point, uh, facing this direction according to the camera. You are not supposed to see that yet. From from Yeah, so according to the player will face to this baryonyx. And here we have, this is the SDK. We are using the Meta XR all-in-one SDK for the MetaQuest support for the player character. um, um, and these are disabled. These scripts are disabled, uh, like the OVR controller and the OVR rig interaction. These are disabled because we haven't integrated VR yet. So let me start this. Wait, let me start this. It's taking a while because I'm recording this at the same time. Okay, so initially the player is in walk mode, so it's like the guide interface is being uh, toggled off. We can toggle it on and off with for now. The guide mode is toggled via the tab. So when I press tab, you can see the guide interface and all that stuff. You can see it's still a work in progress. I intend to make this guide interface a lot better than what you're seeing right here. For now, this is what I implemented. um, so what is this guide actually? So this guide, it's a virtual guide. So like in a museum you have like these guides like that tell you the cool things about the exhibits and all the stuff. And this guide um, is like very knowledgeable about the museum. So what we did is like implement a guide within our museum. Okay, so like we used AI, like we using an AI model to like give the guide knowledge about these dinosaurs and all that stuff. So and also if we give AI to these guides, like they don't understand the situation. Hence why we are uh, adding a thing called spatial awareness. So spatial awareness, what it does is like the guide is able to understand its scenarios, and like it understands its scenarios, and it tells the user uh, uh, what they want, and they can guide the user to where these exhibits are. So let me show you the spatial awareness in action. So uh, in the debug log in here, as you can see, uh, it what it does, it does an exhibit scan. The guide will do an exhibit scan. It will scan the exhibits, and it has detected these exhibits. So it has found the baryonyx exhibit at this coordinates, and it found the T exhibit at this coordinate, and stegosaurus at this coordinate, and spinosaurus at this coordinate, and it has found a total of 4 exhibits. And I have put a debug log for uh, WS to give a player, and we test the Olama connection, and we if it's successful, we give some dummy test. Right? Okay, so so the guy is saying, "Welcome to Mississauga Museum. I'm here to explore your week and have 4 exhibits available. So the exhibits, and we can walk around and ask the questions to the guy. So let me ask you a question. Let I will say, um, uh, tell me where the Stegosaurus exhibit is. So listen carefully. Tell me where the Stegosaurus exhibit is. Let me let me let me retry that again. Uh, Tell me where the Stegosaurus exhibit is. Yeah, sorry. It's a like the system for the voice input is not good because of my microphone, and I should implement a better way to do this. But for now, we can say word by word. It's not the best idea. Like if you want to say it fast, you have to say it like it has to detect it very quickly. So uh, that's that. So you can see the question. Tell me where the Stegosaurus. Uh, it hasn't got it correctly. Let me say it again. Tell me where the Stegosaurus exhibit is. Okay, so now it has gotten it correctly. We can see it in the debug log. I can now send the uh, prompt. So the like how okay, so now it'll generate, and the text-to-speech server is gonna create a voice file, and then it'll say speak.
You're interested in meeting our plated friend, aren't you? Our Stegosaurus exhibit is actually located to your left. and a bit forward. If you head towards the north wall of this central hall and take about 20 steps down that way, you'll see a large entrance with a sign reading Stegosaurus. Just walk through that doorway, and you'll find yourself in our Stegosaurus gallery. The exhibit features an impressive life-size model of this plant-eating dinosaur, along with some fascinating facts about.
Okay, I noticed there's an issue with this text to speech, and the prompt is long also. That's a issue that will be fixed in the PP2 demo of this application. But for now, I hope you get the idea. Let's ask the guide a different question. So say let's ask it about uh, facts about the T-Rex exhibit. Tell me facts about the T-Rex exhibit. Okay, this will do. Okay, yeah, it's got it. And also, the guide
The
has context.
Tyrannosaurus rex, one of the most iconic predators to have ever walked the earth. You're in luck because our Tyrannosaurus rex exhibit is located just a short walk from here. If you head straight down this corridor and turn left at the next intersection, you'll see a large sign reading Tyrannosaurus rex pointing you towards the exhibit.
Okay, I notice it just doesn't finish the prompt. Actually, it doesn't finish the prompt. Okay, okay, never mind. I was saying the guide has context, so the guide is able to understand what the user says. Um, so user, like the user's questions, and it stores a context in it, and that's that. Um, let I'll ask it a different question, like a question that is not related to any of these exhibits. Let's see what happens. Tell me, what is your favorite exhibit if it were to exist in this museum? Tell me, what is your favorite exhibit if it were to exist in this museum? Okay, now let's try this.
Well, I must say that's a tricky question. As a guide, I don't have personal preferences, but I can tell you about some of our most popular and fascinating exhibits. If I had to choose one, laughs, I'd say it would be the Spinosaurus exhibit. We don't currently have an exhibit dedicated solely to this sail-backed carnivore, but if we did, it would be a real showstopper. Just imagine walking into a gallery filled with life-size models of Spinosaurus fossils and learning about its unique adapt.
Okay, let's ask you a question that doesn't exist. What would be your favorite animal that doesn't uh, what would be your favorite animal that doesn't exist in this museum? Okay, and it's going out too quickly. What would be your favorite animal that doesn't exist in this museum.
That's a tricky question. As a guide, I don't have personal preferences, but I can tell you about some of our most fascinating exhibits. If we didn't have the Baryonyx exhibit here, which is actually located to your north, by the way, just head in that direction and look for the Baryonyx on a nearby sign. I think it would be amazing to have one dedicated to this incredible fish-eating dinosaur from the Cretaceous period. Just imagine walking into a gallery filled with life-size models of both.
Okay, so those are all the questions I can ask it. I don't think I have any more questions to ask it. So let me end the interface there. Uh, so yeah, that's it for the demo.